Hello YouTube, welcome back to another Clash Royale video because we are a Clash Royale channel. Today I'm going to be showing y'all replays of my past 5 wins with 3.0. Just the greatest deck of all time. It's so good. Everyone should be using it. If you're not, then you're a genius because this deck is butt cheeks. But anyways, let's hop right into these replays. Alright, so his first game here is this one against Orphan Sestra. He's using this Lumberloon Mega Knight deck. So yeah, let's watch this replay. Alright, as you see, I'm playing this guy. Replays are weird. Well, I guess they do show your hand. Never mind. I was thinking of something different. Okay, so obviously I'm just cycling off the start. And he goes like that. So I don't really have anything. So I'm just going to go with my Tesla, I believe. Yeah, I do. Look at me, read my mind. Wow. Okay, I play fairly aggressive with Xbow, like 75% of the time. Which doesn't ever work out for me, but I continue to do it. When I, play smart and, wait and cycle and everything, I play way better. But the majority of the time, I just go in like this. If there's something protecting it and I have an Xbow ready, I just place that dude. And those are really late skeletons, I guess. I was trying to, prevent the jump, but, I mean, I guess that's what I was trying to do. I don't know. And I always like activating King Tower with the Tesla and something else. It's just a lot easier to me than, just the Ice Spirit and the skeletons. So I normally just do it with the Tesla and then Ice Spirit or skeletons or archers, just something simple. So he goes with the Valkyrie in the back, so I go with the Knight in the back. And he throws down a Lumberjack, and I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. He's going to have Balloon Freeze, because, I think the game before this was a Balloon Freeze as well. Balloon Freeze, and I was, winning, and then next thing you know, I just lost 2 times Elixir hit. I just got bodied. So, yeah, I was like, great. He's going to bust out a freeze when his balloon's at, 0.01 HP and just beat me. And, because that's what that guy did, I think. To prevent that, just space your stuff out. Just space it out. That's all I got to do, space it out, and I can win the game. Same thing with, Fireball. Just space it out, because they only have that little radius. But look at me right here, cycling. I got 2 Knights on the board. Just cycling away. Playing the game right. Playing Xbow right. I mean, you can hit King Tower with your Fireballs. It really doesn't matter. Because, I mean, their King Tower can't shoot your Xbow. And, see, that's what I'm talking about. Just space your stuff out, and they can't hit it. Especially if they have Fireball. And I placed my Ice Spirit a little too early right there. I was just trying to, get a hit on the tower. Xbow, you definitely want to cycle and try not to leak a lot of Elixir. Sometimes I sit here and think about what I want to do. As you can see, my Elixir bar, say, Elixir bar is full. Over and over again. Had a yawn. So this guy in this game just resulted to fireballing my archers. I don't know why, but he did. So, that's good, I guess. And I want that fireball because I don't want to take no precautions. So I've been watching some people, and with any cycle deck, as long as you don't give up a balloon hit, you're good. You're good. Just can't give up a balloon hit. I've been watching Ian and Gems and Aragon and all them, I'm sure you know who those people are if you watch Clash Royale YouTubers. Otherwise you might not. But Ian's probably the best hog player in the he's the best hog player in the world. Gems is a really good Expo player. Aragon is probably the best Expo player at the moment. But he doesn't really use 3.0 anymore. He uses Queen and Rocket and Cannon and Fire Spirit instead. But I mean, it's still Expo, but pretty much, if you use a cycle deck like this, as long as you don't give up balloon hits, you're good. You're good. You're good. Like Lava Hound, just don't give up a balloon hit. Against Lava Loon, just don't give up a balloon hit, and you're rocking and rolling. But anyways, Expo, I mean, I enjoy it. It's kind of like a difficult deck to use, Master or whatever. But every now and then, games can get pretty long. Like this game, he hasn't gotten a single balloon hit, I don't think. He's just gotten little death damage. And I've taken over half his tower. And he just continues to do the same stuff. It's just a bunch of rinse and repeat stuff, pretty much. But this guy, I mean, not this guy, but this time, he didn't place his balloon on the same side. He went opposite lane. So that kind of caught me off guard. That's why I placed my Tesla early with the lumberjack. But it still doesn't matter because... oh, man. Because I still won the game. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next replay. Alright, so this replay... how did I say that? Replay here is against L. Brian. This is like the most mid-ladder deck you're ever going to see with 3 mini tanks. Yeah, it's a lot of fun when you play Xbow. So yeah, let's just watch this replay. So against L. Brian here, I love how you can see like their cards that they use the most. I just resulted in showing Xbow only, even though mine's not mastered yet, or purple, whatever it's called. He goes with a knight, not a knight, I always call those knights, a prince in the back. And so I'm like, you know what, we'll just play our skeletons so they tank. But he zaps very aggressively, so I had to play my archers to keep my knight alive. So he yawned. This guy yawns for like a minute straight. I think it was this guy. He just yawns for a minute straight. Like, dude, like, relax. Who cares? He just kept yawning and yawning. I keep yawning in real life, thinking about it, apparently. But here he goes. We're counting from 210 to, let's see, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. For a solid 10 seconds. I was about to mute him, but he finally stopped, so I was like, okay, whatever. I don't think I've ever muted anybody before. And so yeah, here I am, just cycling, you know. I can't really go in with an Xbow because he has 5 mini tanks. I say 5. He's got 3. But I like to over-exaggerate everything. That way it sounds more realistic. That way it sounds cooler. If I beat people or, like, lose, I have a reasoning for it, you know? Like, oh, his whole deck was mini tanks. When he had, like, 3 of them or 4. But that's how it seems because you can't really ever outcycle him. And so, yeah. So all my damage this game has been log or an ice spirit. I think the 395 is the log because log is like so bad now. It does like 0 damage. But anyways, so this game is a very, very boring game. I think I shared it to my clan. It was like the most boring game you'll ever see or something like that. So I'm just sitting here cycling, you know. I've already seen all his cards. He has no win condition. That's the only plus side for me. He has no win condition, no big spell. All he has is zap. And my puny limb that used to be a log is now a limb, does more damage than zap. So I'm still okay. I definitely should have went with something right there to keep my Xbow alive, maybe, but I didn't. So like I probably could have went skeletons, but he did zap anyway, so it's okay because he would have predicted it. So there goes my limb. I'm gonna start calling it limbs. I ought to. They suck. So yeah, I think I just like quit going for Xbows now. After I've tried like 4 times and I've got a 0. I haven't got a single tick of damage. So right here, I waited for a second to fireball because, you know, I didn't want to place anything in front of it and then just, you know, miss it or anything. So I was waiting to see, but I think the rest of this game, I just resort to cycling and literally logging his tower. So if you want to, like, you know, skip to the next game, I wouldn't be mad at all. Or maybe I do. There's some game where I get like 0 damage except from logs, literally. That's all I do. I think it's this one, yeah. Maybe I just haven't done it quite yet. So Musketeer, I never trust myself with the 3 skeletons to kill it because I think once they buffed it that last time, it shot too fast for it or something. So, you know, I make sure to play something else most of the time. Golly, man. So he went with a weird Tesla right there. I guess he just figured, that's the tower he's going for. So I'm just defending for my life, making all these weird logs, not even hitting his tower. So I want that fireball right there because I was not taking any damage. And once again, leaking too much elixir. Definitely against this guy. I could just be cycling for days because, it's just rinse and repeat. The same thing over and over again. So, yeah. But fireballing that musketeer every time. 4-for-4 trade. No difference. I'm up in damage from my 7,000 logs. My limbs actually hitting his tower. So, yeah. That's literally all my damage, and I think a fireball maybe. And it looks like we're going to come up on top right here. I do some last second cycling, fireball log, just to make sure, even though I was already winning. But yeah, I'll see you in the next replay. Alright, so this replay here is against Adversarius. A strange deck, I would say, but, definitely your mid-ladder, what did I say, mid-ladder special deck. So yeah, let's just hop right into the replay. Alright, so everybody wants to put the egg as their badge, like, oh, so cool, you have the secret egg. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to find it by now. It's on YouTube if you can't. Literally, just look up how to get the secret egg badge. Like, people are like, you're not supposed to share it. It's a if you know, you know type of thing. Like, dude, everybody already knows. So, I wasn't real sure what I was playing right here, but I decided, you know what, let's go in. Why? Because I am an aggressive Xbow player. At least I call myself that, even when I shouldn't be. And I always like to get those little ticks of damage, or at least try to. But yeah, that was like the weirdest Infernal Dragon ever. It did not shoot the skeleton that was closest to it. At least I don't feel like it did. So, solid defense on his part. He had an Ice Golem tank and then a Mega Knight tank. And a poison on my tower. So, not really much I could do. But as you'll see, this guy has 2 tanks and not 3. Actually, he does have 3. But his Mega Knight is 7 elixir, not 4 or 5. So it's a big tank, not no mini tank. But right here, so I kind of utilize this log the whole game. He placed Ice Golem in the middle. Just log it a little bit towards the side, and it'll be out of range. So eventually you'll see what I was talking about. But yeah. So right here, this guy's already down to a big disadvantage. He is level 13. Level 13, level 14, big disadvantage. It's like 1,000 damage already. And so what is this guy doing? I don't know, but he likes to place his stuff in the middle every single time, running the opposite direction. So even when they do stay alive past my bridge, they just die. But instead he should be, I would say, place something in the middle running at you, because, if it's going to live, like, why not? Why not place it in the middle and let it get some damage and help you out? That's my thought process, but I don't think anyone does that except for me. So, it's probably not a good thing. But he tried to get a sneaky little hog hit right there, so you know what? I had to go in some skeletons, show him how it's done. So, I go with my log once again, but it wasn't a good log. I hit it like 2 square up instead of on the edge. You kind of got to hit it on the edge so it pushes out like at a diagonal instead of just straight back. But it is what it is. So I cycled back to another Xbow right here, and I was trying to get the Mega Knight to jump like at that angle to get out of range of my Ice Spirit, but it decided it was too cool to jump and just killed it instead. So that Infernal Dragon does get a lot of damage right there, and I was like, crap, well, I lost. As you see, I do my sad log. That's my sad face. My face is a log. Well, it's a limb. It's a limb because I do 0 damage. As you see, my limb right there didn't even do 100 damage. So sad. So, anyways, Infernal Dragon is not too hard to kill, I don't think. Just skeletons and kills it on its own. Ice Spirit, help you out. So he goes with Hog in the back, so I'm like, okay, he's trying to get to a second Hog, because that's normally the only time you place another Hog. You place a Hog in the back is when you're trying to get to a second Hog, unless it's only in like 2.6 or something like that. But this guy didn't like cycle anything at all, so I just went ahead and placed my guy early, and he placed his tank on the right side a little earlier than he had been the whole game, really. So the little trick didn't work, but as you'll see in a minute, the trick's amazing. So I go with the log on this right side right here, thinking he might just place something there first, and I back it up and, you know, get a connection. But I guess wrong. So I get a pretty solid fireball right there, so I take it, and he's come down right here, and I move the Mega Knight actually away from the tower. That's like the first time I've ever done that. Not really, it's the first time I've done it in a while. So I'm trying not to take a lot of damage on this side, because I don't want him going same lane, because he does have poison. So look at this prediction log. Wow. I scooted that guy out of the way, got on tower, and this is where it went all downhill for Adversarius. I just kept his Mega Knight away, and his Mega Knight like literally jumped 7,000 tiles right there. The farthest Mega Knight jump I've ever seen in my life. So that's kind of unfortunate, but I end up coming out on top right here by quite a bit actually after being down due to that prediction log in the middle. So yeah, I mean, just log stuff away. You can actually learn from that game. Wow, looky there. Alright, so this next game right here is against Dorito, spelt very weirdly. He's using 2.6, and whenever I play 2.6, I feel like it's my matchup. So yeah, let's hop right into the replay. Once again, another guy with the if you know, you know type of egg. So 2.6 is a 50-50 matchup. I actually know this because it is a normal deck that people run and not a mid-ladder special deck, as I like to say. But yeah, so 2.6, you just got to cycle and they cycle, and try not to give up a hog hit in single. And the majority of the time, you will have to defend with an Xbow. So this guy, I'm going to say it right now, was not the best 2.6 player. And he just wasn't the best. And so, like, I took 90... This was the end of the game right here. The game was already over from this point. Honestly, like, you put the best 2.6 player against the best Expo player. In this scenario, the best Expo player wins 100% of the time, no matter what. The game's already over. So this game will pretty much be skipped through or sped up because the guy quit. I mean, he hasn't quit yet, obviously. He decides, you know what? I'll go for one push, the one and only push to win the game, and he goes with a prediction musketeer that, you know, was placed too early, and like I like to do, place it too early so it just runs off to the side when I use 2.6. But yeah, so I'm like, all right, he's still playing. He's gonna be a trooper and try and win this game, or come back at least and make it interesting. But you know, I'm like, dude, I'm a professional Expo player. I make YouTube videos. I'm winning. Okay, I'm not a professional, and I do make YouTube videos, but they're not that good. So yeah. Alright, this replay, another reason why E-Giant should be nerfed. Okay, this game against this weird logbait deck, against Pain, this was a very strange game. So yeah, let's just watch the replay. Okay, so this guy does not have the mystery egg for once. So he starts off with a goblin barrel, and of course I place my skeletons like at the same time he throws his goblin barrel. So I went with my knight to just, you know, deny all damage. So I'm already down a lot of elixir right here. And I was like, alright, log bait, sweet. I know how to play this matchup. You know, Talent Princess cycle. And then he throws down this stupid skeleton barrel. And I do not like skeleton barrel. I don't really know how to play it, or what I should do. I feel like if I had E-Spirit, it would be a lot easier. Sorry, I keep yawning. I had a big old steak and potato for dinner, so I guess I'm tired. But anyways, once again, gotta go with the archers to help defend that. And I was like, alright, I can stop this knight with just this. And then this guy wants to throw down a log. So I gotta place my own knight down. And then he hops in with a stupid Dark Goblin. And I don't like Dark Goblin. Dark Goblin's not as bad as Princess because it's easier to defend. And right here, I knew he was gonna Princess. Like, literally, could have told you he was. But I didn't place it because I wouldn't have had anything to kill it. All I had was skeletons. So all I could hope for is that he placed it and then I'd go skeletons right away. And hopefully he doesn't, like, log them or anything. So I'm already down 1,000 damage. And I'm like, well, great. What am I supposed to do? Like, this is what I tell myself when I play games that I'm losing. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What do I do? How do I win? So yeah, that's what goes through my mind. But I'm kind of in a weird cycle. No, I'm not. My dad just said a frog jumped from something. I don't know. We got a bunch of frogs out in our pool. They go crazy and just die. So I'm with a late. Oh, there he goes again. He might be coming to talk to me. Let's see. Nope, he isn't. Wow. So goes the princess in the back. So we're back to, we got caught off guard for a second. So, of course, his Dark Goblin, like, lives. And I go with a really late log again. But right there, I just fireballed his princess and hit the king tower as well. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I gotta go for a second. Alright, so I'm back. Whoa, look at the goblin barrel. It's just spinning. Alright, so I'll cut that part out. I had to talk to my dad. But yeah, I'm not very good at reading goblin barrels. Because you can't tell. And so I'm just like, great, I lost. And I was like, I haven't gone in with an Xbow one single time this game. I don't even know if he has anything to kill my Xbow besides these cards, because he hadn't placed an Inferno Tower yet. So I was like, okay, maybe he has Rocket, maybe he doesn't. What does he have? God. So, the skeleton barrel really scared me. I thought that was going to be game. That archer came in absolutely clutch. The clutchest archer ever. So I knew he had Princess and Zykel, so I was just going to go with archers in front, in hopes that, maybe I predict it. But that was a great log, killed absolutely everything. And this guy just wanted to flex on me like the whole game. So, you know what? I finally go in. I feel like I finally have a chance to go in. And I'm blocking this dude up. I need damage. I gotta get damage. I'm logging everything. Protecting everything, like, this is my time. This is my moment. We gotta win here. So, I'm trying. This guy's just taking it slow, defending, logging every now and then. I'm going all in every Xbow, defending for my life. And he's even goblin barreling my Xbow. I'm rocketing that every day, and I just can't get a break. I can't connect. So I go in with another Xbow, and once again defending this for my life, logging the skeleton barrels, and he goes in with that, and I'm like, great, I lost. But then I was like, oh, I have a fireball, let's go. So I finally get a connection right here. And guess what I do? I Xbow again. I'm just throwing down Xbows for my life right here. Trying to keep them alive, and I'm like, oh no, I have a chance. Look at that. And so I'm like, alright, we gotta fireball this. We got to. Okay, and then I'm going crazy. I'm like, whoa, looking everywhere, And I'm like, okay, is that gonna be a good log or a bad log? And I logged the tower, and it ended up being a great log, and I won the game. I was like, ha ha ha, hee-ha. I could have sat here and done that for like 2 minutes, but I decided to stop. Alright, so I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. 3.0, the best deck ever, not at all. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed today's video of me going through my replays. Hopefully you learned something, maybe not. These are stupid. And hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and peace.